This is absolutely Essendon. What a weekend. That was tough to watch. It was a bit of a grind. Kind of ended up with a migraine. But we're not here to talk about the Coronation.
Oh.
We're here to talk football.
Actually, talking
about
the Coronation.
I did not watch it, to be honest.
Prince Harry, he was out of there like a Carlton supporter at three-quarter time. Couldn't have got to the door quick enough.
Did a runner.
He sure did.
Couldn't take any more.
He didn't like what he was seeing.
Yeah,
right. Don't blame the poor kid.
Had to go,
boring as batshit. But anyway.
Yeah. Did he have a good seat?
Yeah, it was probably like the back of the MCG up at the top of the Shane Warne stand type of seat.
Really?
Yeah, obstructed viewing.
He was dissed.
Yeah, poor bastard. Anyway, he's back in California now.
Is he?
Yep, he went straight back home. And,
Jeez.
Ne'er to be seen again.
No, when will there be a Christmas dinner there again?
Not
with
a chance.
Yeah,
not
right,
a chance.
okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, all right, we're here with the football and we are still licking our wounds. The Dons, the Port Power, put the lights out on the Dons.
Yeah, look, I mean, it was one of those games where you kind of just sort of thought eventually they'll get us, but much to the Bombers' credit, they hung in there.
Yeah.
And this is what I think we said in our preview game, win or lose, let's have a four-quarter game. I'm not sure we had quite a four-quarter game. And
they took some time off again?
We'll talk about that, but definitely fought it out to the end. And, there was a very real chance we could have stolen that game with, almost the last kick of the game. So, got off to an amazing start. You know, I tell you, Parrish out of the middle in that first quarter, man, he was just sizzling. He was incredible. I think we won the centre clearances like 7-0.
Well, I missed it because I was at the sausage sizzle.
Oh, of course, you were down at Bunnings.
I was, mate, yes. Fulfilling my duties down there.
Here's a nice picture of it too, eh? You're looking $1 million down there.
All right,
What was the business like?
It was business.
Yeah.
It was very, very busy. It was just, but the problem is, the long queues don't bother you. It's the nuanced requests that you get now from people. Like, can I have my sausage well done? Like you've just paid.
It's a sausage sizzle.
You paid $3. Like we're not at Rockpool. Hey, I'm not Gordon Ramsay here. They only come one way.
Some shallots on the side.
Yeah. Well, no, then they complain because now you have to put the onions underneath the sausage on the bread, right? It used to be on top of the sausage, but people walking around Bunnings just dropping onions everywhere. OH&S issue. So now they're sitting on it, and so someone's ordered it with onions. They're like, mate, where are me onions, mate? Forgot me onions.
Oh, God, the great unwashed.
Yeah.
I swear to God. That's why I don't do it. I mean, I'll just give the money to the kids. I'm not going to go and cook sausages for cretins.
If you could just hand them out, but there's a lot of issues. And then you got the people that the weight, because, you do your own sauce. So you got your professionals. They just grab the bottle, give it a flip, squirt, like Tom Cruise in Cocktail. But then you got the lumpy people. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Well, that was a great match review, Mark.
Yes, all right. Okay.
Thanks so much.
Oh, I think, all right. I'm still scarred by it. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. That'll do. Yes, we raised a lot of money.
Back to the football.
Thanks for your interest.
Let's go.
Yes.
So Parrish in the first quarter, sizzling. They really looked like they were on top. But as was to be expected, Port did come back with some answers after the first quarter and were far more competitive around the ground. And in fact, at clearances around the ground, they absolutely murdered us. And then you had the critical turning point of the game, if there's such a thing, when Ridley was sniped.
Was he?
Taken
officially
out
sniped?
Behind the play.
Is that guy going to go down?
He's got to. I mean, if that's not a 3-weeker, I'll just...
3 weeks?
Yeah, because, Merritt gets 1 week for... gently laying the babe down in the cot.
Yeah.
Ridley's got a concussion, will miss the game against Brisbane, but possibly more importantly, cost us the game because, after that, poor old Brandon Zirk-Thatcher, who did a very good job.
He did well on
Charlie
King Charlie.
King Charles. Had to kind of manage it all on his own, and it meant Langford had to go back into defence after looking incredible up forward. So, the whole Ridley thing, whether that was a plan to take him out, knowing our deficiencies in defence, I don't know. I wouldn't want to make that accusation to Ken Hinkley, but it certainly looked like something was going on there.
Is that right?
Yep.
Big
it was a very important moment.
Hey, he's not as nice as he seems.
No, we thought he was.
Hey?
We thought he was.
Well, he's...
I think that there's something going on. I'm not a conspiratorist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of those guys.
But they looked like Ridley was being lined up. That's all I can say.
Oh, really?
I can't say more.
All right. Well,
anyway,
that's highly controversial.
And there was another moment with Anthony McDonald-Tipper.
Yes, I saw this. We don't want to go on about Waller. You know, we love him, and we know he's still sort of finding his mojo. But again, I think he was sort of running towards goal, and he tried to do a clever little kick, swerving kick. What was it? Around the corner kick? I don't know what he was doing, but the guy's, again, I said it before, he's too generous. He needs to go straight to selfish school.
Yeah.
Is
there such a thing?
Well, that's where Tom Papley graduated with honours.
He did.
Mate, Tom Papley from the Swans, he gets the ball.
Class of 2014.
He's looking, the goal's right. Where are they? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He doesn't think about handballing.
I hate Tom Papley, let's be honest.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, but we need Waller to be less nice.
Yeah,
right?
We do. And we need to send him to go and shadow Papley for a couple of weeks. Learn what it is.
Spend some time with him.
Yeah, learn what it is.
Like an apprentice on the site.
To just think of yourself first.
Yeah.
That's what he needs.
I mean, that was an important opportunity to score a goal.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was Mother Teresa-like in the way he sort of looked around for somebody who was more needy than him.
Yeah. No, Waller, just go for
Kick
home.
the goal, Waller.
Go for home, please.
Don't think twice.
Please.
Yeah, so Waller, I mean, there was moments in this game, and I think probably putting aside the Ridley incident, I think the third quarter was, we mentioned the rostered quarter off.
RQO.
Yeah, this was, again, Essendon going into its shell. We had an extraordinarily poor pressure rating for that quarter.
Did we? What was the pressure? Lower than the gas down at the...
less than the water in my shower, that's for sure. So, so again, we're just letting teams get on top of us, and then, you know, the scoreboard didn't hurt us as much as games like the Collingwood and Geelong games. But again, we've got to play these 4 quarters with more intensity, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, just I don't know what's going on with that. Are they talking about at the Monday morning meeting?
Well,
is Brad Scott saying, hey,
if they're not talking about that, can we talk about handballing? Because I don't know how many times they just fluffed their handballs. I mean, the official statistics in terms of turnovers, I think, were missing quite a few, because I counted about 100 times where our boys handballed, it missed the target, fell short, bounced over the line, or went straight into the opponent's hands. And, you know, I'm not going to name names because there were so many who were guilty of it.
Are you going to name a couple?
Nick Martin, come on. You've got to be better than that.
I didn't see that
And
coming.
Andrew McGrath, whatever he was doing in the back pocket. He was good, by the way. I'm not having a go at Andy. But, there was one moment where he couldn't handball, or he tried to, but in the end he went for a little toe pass to no one in particular, which resulted in
and they
a
were
goal,
just picking off so many of our kicks, so many.
Yeah, I mean, the intercepts.
It was just a killer.
I don't know. We're just making those common errors, I think. And look, I think Brad Scott was correct in saying at the end of the game that, of course they were disappointed. They're not the finished product. There's still a lot to work on. And he's very optimistic about what's to come. So,
is he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the press conference. Was he giving us some light at the end of the tunnel?
Look, I mean, it's starting to sound a little repetitive.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sign that these errors are being addressed. But I'll cut him some slack.
So Port kicked 12 goals, 20.
Something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So they had a lot of scoring opportunities. So which camp are you in? Because there's been a lot of comment in the Bomber forums over the last 24 hours. So you got your people that are saying scoreboard flattered us.
Yeah.
And then you got those saying
we were lucky.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or did they get 20 points because we kept applying pressure, or we forced them to areas where they were taking kicks?
Yeah.
But where do you sit with that?
No, I think. Look. I've read people saying, the scoreboard flattered us. No. Well, what about all of our crappy handballs? Did that flatter them?
Yeah.
I think it goes both ways, doesn't it? That bad kicking is bad kicking. It's bad football. If they can't kick straight, that's not our problem. That's their problem.
Yeah.
If we can't handball correctly to a target, that's our problem. So, look, it swings and roundabouts. At the end of the day, it was a 5-point game.
Yeah,
it was a 5-point game.
It was.
And
I'm
not going to blame umpires, but there was a couple of decisions where they just blew that whistle without even thinking in favour of Port Adelaide, and they ended up scoring or stopping us from scoring. So
it doesn't seem like extra umpires are helping.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good... I'd love to see the figures on exactly how many decisions are being made.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I don't think it is. It's just adding more bad decisions.
is it okay to say it's like the blind leading the blind? with these umpires? Is that all right?
I'll check maybe. I'll check it with the boys in legal.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, it's like you've got 4 guys who don't know what they're doing instead of 3.
Yeah.
So that's going to have a cumulative effect, right?
It feels like that sometimes. So, oh man, that's just less than a goal, and now we go on to Brisbane.
Yeah.
No Ridley. So you're saying he won't get back here?
No,
he has
he's
to go
out. Concussion.
Oh my
he's out.
God.
And the much vaunted Zach Reid. I was hearing that at the time Ridley went down, he was immediately pulled from the VFL game to preserve him, cotton wool him, to make sure he's ready to take on Joe Danaher.
Right.
I'm now reading he had a hamstring, so I'm not sure he'll even be available. So that suggests that maybe Baldwin or the young guy Montgomery, who are probably, they're not household names.
No, I was going to say.
But, either of those two will probably come into the side. We'll talk about it in the preview show later in the week.
From household.
But I think if we're going to get towelled, it's going to be this game against Brisbane.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but early days. Let's see what happens towards the end of the week.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're slipping. We're 4-1. We're now 4-4. Could be 4-5. We are. It's a very slippery slope.
It reminds me of the Wall Street crash in 1929. That's how quickly we're dropping down the ladder.
Right.
So let's hope they can arrest that. I don't think it'll be this week. And to be fair, we've had the worst possible run of games for any team. I think even if the best teams had the 4 or 5 games that we have to deal with, they'd be lucky to win 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
So
all right.
we'll see. It's a good test.
Okay.
It's a good test.
All right. Well. That's it. That's the wrap. I don't know if there's anything more to cover.
No, I think we've been incredibly analytical today.
Yeah. And, bit footy classified. We'll have to stop that. Yeah. That's just, it's not us.
So that's enough from me.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.
See you next time.
See ya.
All right.